She's got a secret underneath. Yeah, she's this naughty little freak. She likes to put on a show. She likes when it takes control.
If there were ever proof the Packers made the right moves in free agency this season, Sunday was it.
Now hands it off, Jacobs, to the outside, Josh Jacobs to the end zone, touchdown!
Lawrence looks to throw, wings it over the middle,
Intercepted.
and it is intercepted on the play by McKinney.
24-yard attempt. McManus for the second straight week. A Green Bay Packers game-winning field goal.
Jacobs, McKinney, and McManus have all made immediate impacts on the field, pushing the Packers to their best start in 3 seasons. Contributions by Jacobs have been particularly impressive, helping give Green Bay the league's 5th best rushing attack. Now, they haven't finished a season that high since '03.
He's a stud, isn't he?
Josh Jacobs up the middle, barrels to the end zone, straight ahead.
He is a pro's pro. I can't say enough great things about him. We're lucky to have a guy like that, the way he comes in and communicates and works and, demands it of himself.
We happy with it, with what we've done so far. Even myself, man, it's been a couple of runs where I wish I could have got back. I wish I could have pressed it a little differently and things like that. So I'm still chasing that, man, but I'm definitely proud of what we've done as a team.
And yet another acquisition that has made a difference for the Packers is backup quarterback Malik Willis, who delivered another strong performance in relief on Sunday.
I'm so impressed by his ability to go in there mid-game. The moment's not too big for him, and I don't think that's the case for everybody. The belief that the team has in him and his ability to lead us, I think it's pretty evident.
Fake to Jacobs, quick toss, right side, touchdown Green Bay!
Hi, my name is Jordan Morgan, offensive lineman for Green Bay Packers, number 77, and I love spooky movies.
I got Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I got Michael Myers, Jason, classic.
It was kind of impulsive. I mean, I really wanted a tattoo. It's pretty hard for me to come up with things that I really like and what I really want to get on my body. I started off getting the top of my knee first, and I couldn't just leave it at that. I had to get the whole sleeve, so the guy was just like, hey, we got to finish it. It looks really cool. So I was like, yeah, I really have to now.
Got Jeepers Creepers. Right here I got The Nun. Got Chucky. You got Pennywise or It.
The thrill. I mean, you watch it, your heart level it increases. You get excited. It's just spooky and scary stuff. I like to get scared. Whenever a horror movie's on, I'm gonna sit there and watch it. Whenever a horror movie comes out, I'm gonna go to it.
Hannibal Lecter. Got The Grudge.
Man, scariest movie I've ever seen. After watching it, it was like I got scared of hair, like loose hair in the shower. Like I was scared of hair. Like my sister always used to put her hair in my face. She was just teasing me a lot.
Right here I got Freddy Krueger, got Jigsaw, got The Exorcist.
People would probably think I'm scary, and sure enough, I mean, I go out in college, go out to do a coin toss, and people are just like, why do you have horror movies on your leg? Like, what's wrong with you? So it's like, it gives you that psychopathic type of mindset, and people just like kind of stay away from that. They're kind of scared of that, so it's pretty cool. Happy Halloween, Packer Nation. Go Pack, go.
The play, the pass to Jayden Reed that beat the Jaguars, was actually a late addition to the game plan as a result of another play. That other play is called a keep pass because the quarterback does not hand off, he just keeps it. And a couple things about the way the Packers run their keep pass. They bring the tight end across the formation. They also send one receiver upfield and another receiver on a crossing pattern. And as Malik finishes his drop, let's see what's going on. Jayden Reed, nobody is paying any attention to him. I'm told he's a pretty good receiver. And the other thing is that this part of the field is pretty much ignored by the Jaguar coverage. Now, as this particular keep pass unfolds, Malik doesn't like what he's seeing, pulls it down, scrambles for 20. The Packers would score a touchdown on the very next play on Josh Jacobs' 38-yard run. But the Jaguars' coverage, or lack thereof, is duly noted. 1:13 left, tie game, it's crunch time, and the Packers are running another keep pass. Once again, they're bringing the tight end across the formation. This time he'll block. Once again, they have one receiver going upfield and the other receiver running a crosser. Christian Watson will have to fight his way through, but he'll eventually get there. And as for Jayden Reed, let's check him out. He's going inside the block with the big guys. No, he's not. He just keeps going. And this fellow right here, he claims to have suffered a cramp. How convenient. But whatever the case, he's beat. The Jaguars are beat. Beautiful throw, beautiful catch, beautiful run. And somebody tell Brandon McManus to start warming up. Here's Matt LaFleur with the rest of the story.
We ran the keeper earlier in the game, and Vrabel suggested it. He's like, hey, it looks like the play is there, and so we put it in on the sideline. So no reps in practice. I think that's a big time credit to our guys to be able to go out there and execute it. Jayden Reed, Tucker, the O-line, the backs, everybody's selling it, and then ultimately Malik making the throw. That was a pretty cool one, probably one I'll never forget.
Another home game away from home. Romeo! Hey, Ken, let me get that guitar. I love the guitar. Come on. Get that, you got that helmet on me.
Lawrence looks to throw, wings it over the middle.
Intercepted.
And it is intercepted on the play. That is, what, interception number 6 for McKinney? He leads the NFL.
Hey, you was getting out of there. Hey, on God, though. Hey, I gotta give you a little more room on that goal. That pool is in the stadium? They got a pool in it? They got a little pool up there. Oh my God. Well, number 3, I can't watch ball. That's it. Me.
Handoff goes to Jacobs, running room left side. He's to the outside, breaks a tackle, gets a block, touchdown!
Come on! Come on, tell me out, go!
38-yard gallop!
I thought you was going to keep on going outside.
I was tripping for a second.
Because the only reason I let go is because I thought he went inside. I did, because I thought he'd come back inside for a second. I was like, no. And when he said that, bro, I thought you cut back for a second. I was blocking it. I was like, no. So I let go for a second. I didn't want to get a hold of it. Yeah, I know. I was like, I got you.
We did flips about Brian Flores' defense going up against this Jared Goff-led offense, and that Brian Flores' defense is going to send pressures that they haven't seen yet, and Brian Flores' Vikings defense is going to be able to stop the Lions' Ben Johnson run offense. All right, they ran right through them. They scored points. They won on the Jake Bates field goal. Can I introduce you to Jeff Hafley?
Let's go.
Talk about it. Defensive coordinator of the Green Bay Packers. The strength of this Packers team might be the change at coordinator. Right up there in front is that guy. He looks like he's got the mad scientist vibes. He was coming from the college game, was the longtime Ohio State coach, then was at Boston College as the head coach. He left being a head coach in college to come to the NFL as a coordinator, and Hafley has come, and there has been immediate impact. You look at some of the numbers from the Packers from last year compared to this year, they are much improved. And this is a defense that is opportunistic. That bottom stat is wild. They have only been through 8 weeks of the season. They have more takeaways this year than they did all of last year.
Huge.
And they were a playoff team last year.
Yeah.
So to me, the Packers defense might be that worthy opponent. And I'll tell you, I'm watching the game on Sunday. They're playing the Jaguars. Obviously, Love goes down and Willis comes in. And I'm watching the defense make plays on Trevor Lawrence. And then the next day, I was sent a clip from a coach who said, Packers defense is feeling themselves. Take a look at Rashawn Gary here on this play before the pass rush. Look at our guy, Gary. He's doing the Myles Garrett crossover.
I didn't see that.
He's coming through the A-gap. The A-gap. I love this. And he's talking, and that's a down lineman typically. And he is just over the center like, all right, let's go. They're feeling themselves. Gary obviously is one of many who's looking for this. I'll tell you, the Packers are not scared of the Lions. They'll go in there with Malik Willis and they'll win. They'll go in there and they'll have Jordan Love there and they'll go in there and they'll cross you up. They feel pretty good about their unit as a whole. Youngest team in the league and maybe the team that's vibing the most.
They're back. Kenny Clark and the Packers are slated to rock the 50s classic uniform once again as they lock horns with the Lions at Lambeau on Sunday afternoon. Clark and the defensive front better get ready because the NFC North leaders bring an explosive run game to the party. Actually, both the Lions and Packers average 156 rushing yards per game, but Detroit sports a two-back attack with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. Together, they average 5.4 yards per carry, and that's just the tip of the iceberg.
They're really, really good. And we knew that. I mean, we knew that going into the year, and it's not shocking to me. It's a team we're obviously very familiar with, and we're going to have to play at our best. And it all starts with the preparation. We're going to have a great week of practice.
Here's how the teams stack up entering Week 9. Both squads are putting up points and taking the ball away from the opponent at a high clip. Detroit is fresh off a 52-point outburst against the Titans, and they've only turned the ball over once in their last 4 games. That's a much better trend than they set in 2 games against the Packers last season, where they coughed up the ball 4 times on the way to a season series split.
Sack ball is out. Packers will take over.
Green Bay is a bit dinged up heading into this season's first head-to-head, particularly in the secondary. But not to worry.
It's the mentality of next man up. We feel confident in that room.
Throws left side, broken up incomplete down the middle. Intercepted on the play. He's hit from behind. Ball comes loose. Recovered by the Packers.
We've got a lot of players in that room that have played good ball for us, and they're going to have to go out there and do it against arguably the best team in the NFL.
In Jacksonville, Florida, this afternoon, the Green Bay Packers take on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Get it, baby. Hey, man, we worked all week for this, man. We worked all week for this. Now let's go put on the performance, man. Let's go. Win on 3, 1, 2, 3. Right.
It is a sunshiny day here in Jacksonville. Temperature in the 80s or thereabouts. The Packers lead this series 5-2, including wins in each of the last 3 matchups. Each of the last 6 games has been decided by single digits. Faking the handoff, Lawrence looks to throw, wings it over the middle.
Intercepted.
And it is intercepted on the play by McKinney. Handoff, Josh Jacobs up the middle, barrels to the end zone, straight ahead, standing up with a touchdown, Green Bay.
So you got to really appreciate the Packers' play style of rallying to the ball.
The defense has been on point so far today, Rock. Got a Green Bay Packer on the far sidelines is down. It's Jordan Love.
Looks like Malik Willis will man the ship for the Packers offense the rest of the way.
Has room, now being chased, takes it himself. He's to the 50, to the 45-40, into a slide inside the 40-yard line of Jacksonville. Handoff goes to Jacobs, running room left side. He's to the outside 30, breaks a tackle, 25-20, gets a block, 10-5, touchdown, Green Bay Packers. Lawrence now under pressure, coughs up the football, heads up for grabs, still loose, and the Packers say they've got it. Fake to Jacobs, quick toss, right side, Kraft, touchdown, Green Bay.
The Jaguars have tied the game. They trailed by 10.
Minute 48 to go.
Tied at 27. Willis under center. And he takes. Fakes the handoff. Bootlegs to his right. Stops. Looks. Throws left. Got Reed. Wide open.
Yes!
Down the sideline. 30. 25.
Yes!
20. Banged out of bounds.
Yes!
Near the 15-yard line by Darnell Savage. This will be a 24-yard field goal attempt. Pretty much straight on. Ball be placed down between the hash marks. Wheeling down on one knee. Arm extended. Here's the snap. It is good! For the second week in a row, Brandon McManus delivers the dagger!
That was a great, resilient effort, man. I'm so proud of you guys.
Pack on me, pack on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let's get ready for an NFC North rumble. Green Bay Packers at home. Let's hope fully healthy. Sitting on a 6-2 record for the year.
For the second straight week, the Green Bay Packers game-winning field goal.
In roar the Detroit Lions. Division leaders come in off a bye week. Wait, nope. Looks like they did play.
Open touchdown.
Lions not just first in the NFC North still, but apparently number 1 in the MFNFC, according to their fans. I mean, I tried to find it, but I couldn't find it. I did find they are number 1 in points per game now, in the NFL at least.
Dominant 52-14 win for the Detroit Lions.
Packers, though, put up 30 points last week, didn't have their starting QB all game, top 10 in points per game for the year.
Packers win it 30-27.
Lions offense comes in off a weird one. It was like they were stuck in a college OT loop. Jared Goff didn't throw for 100 yards in a game they put up 52 points in? Okay, fine.
Never apologize for being given a short field all afternoon.
5 for 5 in the red zone. Goff 3 touchdowns on 12 of 15 passing. A rating near 130. 5 straight games over 110. 4 straight over 129. He's on fire. Second highest rate in the game.
Walk it in for the touchdown.
Goff could get Green Bay's secondary sans Jair. Alexander left hurt last week. Goff gets Green Bay's secondary off a subpar outing. They gave up over 300 yards to Trevor Lawrence, over 9.5 per attempt, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, a rating allowed over 100.
Evan Ingram high points the ball over all the corners to get the touchdown for the Jags.
Packers' pass defense has been tough on quarterbacks for the season, though, and they picked off Trevor once, have 10 interceptions in 2024, the second most. Maybe Goff avoids wherever Xavier McKinney is. He came up with his 6th INT last week. He leads the league.
Trevor Lawrence thinks he has his dead to rights, and he just sits there. Bam, that's as easy as it gets.
Green Bay would love to heat Goff up. Only sealed the deal once versus Lawrence, though. Their pressure rate in 2024 below average. Oddly enough, Goff took 4 sacks last week on just 15 pass attempts. Maybe he felt bad.
He's in trouble. He's going to go down.
Packers are dealing with elite pass catchers of all 3 kinds. Amon-Ra St. Brown scored versus Tennessee.
The loneliest man in Detroit at the back of the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
So did Khalif Raymond, and so did tight end Sam Laporta. He led the team with 48 yards.
Laporta dodging tacklers, and Laporta all the way out to the 49. A first down and a pickup of 24.
Lions backs weren't needed much in their passing game. Both are threats, though. On the ground, David Montgomery last week scored for the 7th time this season.
Montgomery breaks a tackle, churning for the end zone, and a Lions touchdown.
He also threw a TD pass since he wasn't needed for much else. Jahmyr Gibbs was the big earner in Detroit's offense. 127 yards, broke a 70-yarder.
Down the sideline, Jahmyr Gibbs, one man to beat. He'll beat him. Touchdown.
Packers have not been especially strong versus running backs. 4.3 allowed to Tank Bigsby last week, 4.6 per run allowed to the position for the year.
On the toss, it's Bigsby. Tank Bigsby, first down and more.
Packers defense in the 21 points per game allowed club, solid. Their offense top 10, went for 30 last week, even though they lost that loving feeling, Jordan leaving the game with a groin injury.
And that is not good news for the Packers.
Malik Willis, the backup, 4 for 5 last week, 56 yards, over 11 yards per attempt, a rating over 150. TD, no picks, couldn't have showed out better.
Touchdown, Tucker Kraft.
Not his first rodeo either if he does need to go. 2 starts, Green Bay's 2-0 in those 2 games. Lions secondary just ate a backup for lunch though. 2 interceptions of Mason Rudolph, a sub-70 rate, nothing new. 2024 holding quarterbacks to the second lowest rate in the NFL, under 7 yards per attempt.
Onwuzurike with the pressure, and Nowaski continuing his strong play with a Lions interception.
X factor, Detroit's pass rush, just 1 sack of Rudolph, 38 tries too. Green Bay's pass pro, only 1 sack taken last week for 0 yards, so who cares? Packers pass catchers versus the Jaguars. Christian Watson, 39 yards. Jaden Reed, 55.
Uh-oh, he's got him. Willis to a wide open Jaden Reed.
Romeo Doubs, 72. That's 70 plus back-to-back weeks.
What a catch. What a catch. Romeo Doubs.
So Doubs, Watson, Reed versus cornerbacks Carlton Davis, Terrion Arnold, Amik Robertson, Brian Branch, and Kirby Joseph behind them. They're holding wide receivers to a sub-80 rate for the season, 5th lowest.
Joseph with the pick, still on his feet inside the 15 and down near the 12.
Now, for the record, 143 yards allowed to Calvin Ridley last week. Arnold gave up 95 yards plus a touchdown, so not an ice cube day for him. How about at tight end? Packers' Tucker Kraft scored versus the Jaguars, has a TD in 4 of their last 5 games. He led the team with 78 yards.
Wide open and breaking free is the tight end Kraft, 66 yards.
Cheese ground game. Josh Jacobs comes in off his best Packer game yet. 2 touchdowns, over 125 yards rushing, 5.1 a carry, over 5 a run back-to-back games.
Josh Jacobs, touchdown, his second today, takes it in from 38 yards out.
Hey, the Lions gave up 4.7 a run and 90 yards to Tony Pollard last week. Pretty sure they were really bothered by it afterwards. Bottom line, they sport a top 10 defense in points per game allowed, and that is what has one pride on tilt right now.
Let's look at that smile on his furry face.
This has a very different feel than we're used to. Way more intense, way more fun. Feels like the rivalry it should have always been. Fill in the gaps that I left out, and some predictions. This is a good one. Panel of 10 should be good, but don't be shocked if it's especially blue, since Love's status may be up in the air.
They both crave when they put on a show. She likes when he takes control.